Hello and welcome to Seattle. Today we are going to fly to Salt Lake City in the stock Citation Longitude using BeyondATC and premium voices with traffic injection also by BeyondATC. And as the Longitude has the 2024 features, we are going to do our quick walk around to remove all the chocks and such. We could also do the checks, but since this is free flight, everything is basically new, considered new. And it looks really, really fine. Let's remove you. There's also battery that can be tested. And I'm still not sure about the oil door because it seems like the engine is copy paste. A lot of them has it on the left hand side. See? But of course I wouldn't really be surprised if something was in a place where access is rather hard. Right, and with that let's open the door and get inside the airplane. Unfortunately you just simply cannot walk into the cockpit, so we will do with hotkey. Alright, now that we have finished the walk around, let's go for the cockpit inspection, and as usual we are going to start with the standby battery test. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and just a bit of extra to make sure, and then turn it on. Let's also arm the emergency lights. I like to crank these up. Of course, in real world scenario, you wouldn't need these lights, but in the sim it can be quite dark, even in full daylight. Oh, and by the way, we are going to use real weather, but not real time this time, because it's quite in the night, and you wouldn't see much if we were doing real time. But the weather is real weather. BeyondATC does not really support custom weathers. And also real weather is more exciting than not the real one. Okay, so landing gear lever is down. Let's go battery 1 and 2. Let's do the initialization page. We are flying with our usual numbers. We should have about 4.3-ish, but somehow it always shows different here. Anyway, we will only use 2000 and 700 about, so but I don't know why there is a difference between the set amount of fuel and the fuel shown by the GTC. Okay, so we are at Seattle, flying to Salt Lake City, and we are not going to enter the full flight plan just now. Okay, I plan for 3-4 right. And now we can accept the
system
installation.
test. Okay.
And now that once that's done, let's do the actual flight plan. So we are planning with Summa 2 from 4 free right. With the Summa transition. Come on, I just told you. Okay, load. Currently, by the weather, it should be runway 16 right and skis 6 arrival. BYI transition load, and I expect ILS 16 right by vectors, and minimums was 4426. And then 4220 is almost correct with the runway altitude. So, okay. However, this is not the full flight plan. Let's not forget that from Summa we fly to Vanta, where we enter Quebec 154 to BYI, and that will be our full flight plan. So we're just going to check that. Okay, it looks just right. Okay, let's zoom you in. And then okay, let's turn APU on. And while it runs up, let's quickly recheck the takeoff data because I was just running through to it. So wind is 015 at 11 degrees. will be a flap 1 takeoff, 102, 108, 124, and they are sent over. And we will need about 3,000 feet of the almost 12,000. Alright, now that the APU is running, I wasn't even using external power. Nice. Alright, then with the APU running, we will not run out of juice from the batteries. Okay, let's listen to ATIS and then let's get our clearance. Clearance should be 1280 and ATIS should be 1180.
Departing runways 34 left, 34 right. Departing runways 34 center, 34 right. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Seattle Tacoma. Advise on initial contact you have information Zulu. Seattle Tacoma Airport information Zulu. 1955 Zulu. Wind 010 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 10. Dew point 01. Altimeter 3028. VFR conditions. Landing runways 34 left, 34 right. Departing runways 34 center, 34 right. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Seattle Tacoma. Advise on initial contact you have information Zulu.
SkyWest 3860, ready for IFR clearance to Roberts Field. SkyWest 3860, Seattle clearance cleared to Roberts Field Airport. Summit 2 departure then is filed. Climb via SID except maintain for 1,000 feet. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 0 for 36. Cleared to Roberts Field Airport. Summit 2 departure, then is filed. Climb via SID except maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 0436. SkyWest 3860. SkyWest 3860, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start. We'll contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. SkyWest 3860, thanks.
Seattle delivery, good morning. Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, information Zulu on board. Request IFR to Salt Lake City.
Horizon Air 2247 on our way to Pangborn Memorial Airport.
Horizon Air 2247, Seattle clearance. Thanks for information, Zulu. Cleared to Pangborn Memorial Airport. Radar vectors Tagore, then is filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 13,600 feet 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 1564.
Cleared to Pangborn Memorial Airport. Radar vectors Tagore, then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 13,600 feet 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 1564. Horizon Air 2247.
Horizon Air 2247, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. Horizon Air 2247.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, Seattle clearance. Thanks for information, Zulu. Cleared to Salt Lake City Airport. Summit 2 departure, then is filed. Climb via SID except maintain for 1,000 feet. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 1330.
Cleared to Salt Lake City Airport. Summit 2 departure, then as filed. Climb via SID except maintain for 1,000 feet. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 1330. Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for start or taxi.
We'll contact ground 121.7 when ready for start or taxi. Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. Thanks.
Delta 2475 on our way to Ontario Airport.
Okay, so 4000 is set, squawk 1330 is
Delta
set.
2475, Seattle clearance, thanks for Zulu. Cleared to
We're
Ontario
expecting
Airport.
34
Summit to departure,
right,
then
which
is
is
filed.
34.
Climb via SID, except maintain for 1,000 feet. Departure
So,
frequency 123.9er, squawk
34.
1263.
Cleared to Ontario Airport. Summit to departure, then is filed. Climb via SID except maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 1263.
We had the
Delta
Summit
2475.
departures to Summit, that's correct.
Delta 2475, read back
All right,
correct.
let's
Contact
get
ground
back
121.7 when ready for push or start.
Checklist. We have our clearance.
Ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. Delta 2475.
Trims. Let's set it into 3.7. It will go away from it once engine is started. Weight and fuel was calculated, takeoff data was calculated, V-speeds are already sent over. Landing elevation was checked. There's a 6 feet difference between 4220 and 4226, but we will not be bothered by that. Fuel quantity was checked. Autopilot for the first flight of the day is on and off. Parking brake is set, and CAS messages are only the ones that are expected. Okay, let's go over to ground. And from this location, well, why not? Let's ask for push and start. Seattle ground, good morning, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November, request push and start.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November, Seattle ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
Okay, north is towards that way.
Alaska 7005, cross runway tree 4, right at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo, Bravo, Golf.
Cross runway tree 4 right at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Bravo Golf Alaska 7005.
Parking brake released. And
Delta 2475 ready to taxi to the active.
Delta 2475, runway tree for center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short, runway tree for right.
Runway 34 center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short. Runway 34 right, Delta 2475.
SkyWest 3860, cross runway tree 4 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec. Cross runway tree 4 right at Quebec. Continue taxi via Quebec, SkyWest 3860.
just let's get over.
SkyWest 3860, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er. Have a good day.
Green,
Contact
yellow
Tower
line.
119.9er, SkyWest 3860. Have a good day.
SkyWest 30 for 36. At gate Charlie 20, request pushback and engine start.
SkyWest 30 for 36. Seattle ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Pushback approved, face
Okay,
northwest.
so now
SkyWest
we are
30 for
more or less
36.
facing north. Throttles are idle. Let's go for engine number 2. I hope it's clear.
Delta
Okay,
1023,
and
gate
rising.
Alpha 8, request pushback.
Oil pressure, oil temp.
Delta 1023, Seattle ground, pushback and engine start
Thank you
approved.
for your
Face
answering.
northwest.
fuel flow.
Pushback approved. Face northwest. Delta 1023.
Let's give it a bit of time to settle. And now clear on the left. So starting engine number 1.
Horizon Air 2160, ramp Quebec 15, request pushback and engine start.
Horizon Air 2160, Seattle ground, pushback approved, face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Horizon Air 2160.
SkyWest 30 for 36, request taxi to the active.
SkyWest 30 for 36, runway tree for center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway tree for right.
Runway tree for center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway tree for right. SkyWest 30 for 36.
Okay, now with the engines running, let's set the trim properly. 3.5 it is.
Horizon Air 2005,
control
ramp
check.
Quebec 16 taxi via Lima, Bravo.
Rudder left,
Ramp Quebec 16
right,
via Lima,
neutral,
Bravo. Horizon Air 2005.
up, neutral, left,
Delta 1023,
Right.
taxi for departure.
neutral, speed brakes, retracted, flaps
Delta 1023, runway tree for center
Brakes
taxi via Bravo,
Brakes
Quebec. Hold short runway
Both.
tree for right.
let's have the
Runway
brake
tree for
left.
center, taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold
Altimeter
short runway tree for
4000
right,
is set,
Delta
heading
1023.
344 is set, flaps are set for takeoff, altimeters are set 3028, ice protection will not be needed, taxi lights on and seat belts on. Speed up is in FMS, and I went too far in the checklist because that's the before takeoff part, so we'll check brakes, nose wheel steering and thrust reversers. Okay,
Horizon Air 2160, request taxi to the active.
Horizon Air 2160, runway tree for center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short runway tree for right.
Runway 34 center taxi via Bravo, Quebec. Hold short, runway 34 right, Horizon Air 2160.
Seattle ground, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November, request taxi to the active.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, runway tree for right taxi via Bravo.
Okay. Bravo is
Alright,
just
we'll
right
taxi to runway 34 right via
behind
Bravo,
us,
Hotel
so
Alpha Lima Mike November.
No takeoff.
Okay. Why are we stuck?
American 575, gate Delta 10 taxi via Lima, Bravo.
Gate Delta 10 via Lima. Bravo, American 575.
Delta 1023, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back. Hold position for traffic, Delta 1023.
Let's see if we can help it with you. guess that was the problem.
Horizon Air 2160, hold position for traffic. Hold position, Horizon Air 2160.
Okay. Nose wheel steering is working, brakes are working. Thrust reversers unlocked, deployed. Okay, we don't want to actually use them.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November. Contact Seattle Tower 119er.9er.
Contact Tower 119.9er, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. See you.
Okay, I think we will use a bit of parking brake, but let it be known that we are basically ready for takeoff since we already checked. So flaps 1, speed brakes are in, trim is set, 3.5, ice protection not needed, V speeds are displayed, speed knob is in FMS mode, static heating not needed, landing lights on. Seattle Tower, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, ready for departure.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. Hold short of 34 right.
Roger, hold short of 34 right, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 689, visual runway 34 right.
Alaska 689, Seattle Tower, continue.
Wilco, Alaska 689.
Are we going to wait for you to land? Probably. So I wish that 2024 would allow for a better visual.
Alaska 689, go around. Fly runway heading, maintain 4,500.
Nice, and we were waiting for this.
Going round. Fly runway heading, maintain 4,500. Alaska 689.
Geometry of the airplane starts to degrade really quick, and I don't like that. You see the engine has become a box.
Talk to you in a minute.
Contact Seattle approach 133.65, Alaska 689.
Okay, so there's another plane crossing there now. I do hope this one gets takeoff clearance soon.
Alaska 1284, Seattle Tower, wind 010 at 7, fly runway heading, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 3 for right, cleared for takeoff, Alaska 1284.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November.
Horizon Air 2247, holding short runway 34 center.
Horizon Air 2247, Seattle Tower, wind 010 at 7, fly runway heading, runway 34 center, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 34 center, cleared for takeoff, Horizon Air 2247.
Alaska 1284, contact Seattle departure. Have a good one.
Contact Seattle departure, Alaska 1284.
Okay, departure will be 123.9. We can put it in the standby, so we only need to just click it once we get there.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Seattle Tower, wind 010 at 7, our nav to Nizug, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Caution wake turbulence.
Runway 34 right, our nav to Nizug, cleared for takeoff. Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November.
Okay.
Horizon Air 2247, contact Seattle departure.
Contact Seattle departure, Horizon Air 2247.
Delta 2475, holding short, runway 34 center.
Delta 2475, Seattle Tower, wind 010 at 7, our nav to Nizug, runway 34 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 center, our nav to Nizug, cleared for takeoff, Delta 2475.
Okay. Gears up. 160 flaps up. Let's do it jet style.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November,
you.
Contact Seattle departure, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, take care.
Departure, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, 5,600 feet. Which should not be because we were given 4,000. I was too happy about...
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, Seattle departure. Good day, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
And we are also off. Oh, come on.
Seattle departure, Delta 2475, 1,500 feet.
Horizon Air 2247, contact Seattle Center 128.5.
Contact Seattle Center 128.5, Horizon Air 2247, see ya.
And we are...
Delta 2475, Seattle departure, good day, radar contact, climb and maintain 1515,000.
Climb and maintain 1515,000, Delta 2475.
Okay, we were given to fly AirNav to Nasuq. We have went past Nasuq and we should have some vector by now.
Seattle departure, SkyWest 30 for 36, 1,100.
SkyWest 30 for 36, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000 feet.
Climb maintain 17,000 feet, SkyWest 30 for 36.
SkyWest 3860, fly present heading, climb maintain flight level 190.
Fly present heading, climb maintain flight level 190, SkyWest 3860.
Seattle departure, Horizon Air 2160, good day, 900 feet.
Horizon Air 2160, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180, Horizon Air 2160.
Departure, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, request direct to Summa.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, contact Seattle Center 128.5.
Contact Seattle Center 128.5, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, take care.
Seattle Center, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, 17,000 feet, heading 344.
November 1538 Victor, turn right, heading 155, climb and maintain 13,000 feet, altimeter 3029er.
Turn right, heading 155. Climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Altimeter tree, 029er, November 1538. Victor.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 450.
That's great.
Climb maintain flight level 450, Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November.
Seattle Center, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, request direct to Summa.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, confirm direct to Summa.
Affirmative.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, roger, cleared direct to Summa.
Cleared direct to Summa, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Okay, this was weird. We were clearly not being directed. But usually vectoring works pretty well in BeyondATC. Okay, let's just do our checks. So landing gear is up, flaps are up, throttles are not yet managed by the auto thrust. Okay, ice protection is not needed. Pressurization is happening. Is it? It is. Altimeters are standard, exterior lights are set, APU is off. Yep. Okay, so for now let's just enjoy the ride.
Flare 2800, contact Seattle Center 134.905.
Contact Seattle Center 134.905, flare 2800.
Seattle Center, Horizon Air 2053, good day. Descending via Glacier Tree, 14,900 feet.
Horizon Air 2053, Seattle Center, radar contact.
Seattle Center, Horizon Air 2160, passing 15,000 for flight level 180 direct pain.
Horizon Air 2160, Seattle Center, good day. Climb, maintain flight level 360.
Climb, maintain flight level 360, Horizon Air 2160.
Horizon Air 2053, contact Seattle approach 133.65.
Contact Seattle approach, Horizon Air 2053.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. Contact Seattle Center 134.905. Have a good day.
Center on 134.905, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. Have a good one.
Seattle Center, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, flight level 390, climbing 450.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, Seattle Center.
This does look good.
Alaska 637, contact Seattle, approach 133.65.
Contact Seattle approach, Alaska 637. Have a good one.
Okay, so now we are finally on our route. We are almost at our cruising altitude, where no airliner will bother us. We will have this altitude all for ourselves. And also, once we get there, I expect to see pretty nice usage, so fuel flow. We're already down to 1,600 per hour.
Flare 2800, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Center on 126.6, flare 2800.
ExecJet 905, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Center on 126.6, ExecJet 905.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Contact Seattle Center 126.6, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. Have a good day.
Okay, 126.6. Seattle Center, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, flight level 450.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Seattle Center. Airsprint 864, contact Seattle Center 128.15.
Center on 128.15, Airsprint 864.
Okay, I was just checking to see if I have set anything off by accident, but seems like things are okay. And we have 46 minutes to double descent, so it was well worth climbing up here.
Seattle Center, Delta 2475 through 4,700 feet for flight level 310, direct Pauli.
Delta 2475, Seattle Center. Good day, Seattle Center, Horizon Air, 2072, descending via Hawks 8, 1 for 14,200. Horizon Air 2072, Seattle Center, radar contact. Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November. Contact Seattle Center 132.6.
Contact Seattle Center 132.6, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
Seattle Center, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November, flight level 450.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Seattle Center, copy. Horizon Air 2067, contact Seattle Center 120.3.
Contact Seattle Center 120.3, Horizon Air 2067.
Delta 441, good day. Crossing flight level tree 04 for flight level tree 0.
Delta 441, Seattle Center, copy. Skywest 3992, contact Seattle Center 1 tree for 0.905.
Contact Seattle Center 1 tree 4.905, Skywest 3992.
Seattle Center, Alaska 797, flight level 355.
Alaska 797, Seattle Center, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level tree 60.
Continue climb to flight level 360, Alaska 797.
November 171, Alpha Alpha, contact Seattle Center 120.3, see you.
Contact Seattle Center 120.3, November 171 Alpha Alpha.
Alaska 797, you were assigned flight level tree 60. I show you at flight level tree for 9er. Climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Wilco, climb and maintain flight level 360, Alaska 797.
Hey, I'm actually quite suspicious about this stop of descent. In 38 minutes, we should do about 250 miles. And well, okay. I thought it would be a lot closer. However, I'm still a bit suspicious about this. I might start descending sooner.
Seattle Center, Skywest 3436, 1 for 1,000 feet.
Skywest 30 for 36, Seattle Center, climb, maintain flight level tree 50.
Climb, maintain flight level tree 50, Skywest 30 for 36.
Delta for 41, contact Seattle Center 126.1.
What we can do is cross-check our arrival chart, once it loads of course. with the flight plan.
Seattle Center, Alaska 904, crossing flight level, tree 27 for flight level tree 70 direct Steves.
Alaska 904, Seattle Center, copy.
Okay, no altitudes for Burley. So the first one should be Blida above 13,000. Yeah, and then Bear, Skis, and then Echo should be 11,000 and 250.
Seattle Center, SkyWest 4944, 17,900 feet.
I think we will be...
SkyWest 4944, Seattle Center, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 340.
The calculated top of descent.
Continue climb to flight level 340, SkyWest 4944.
All right. It's 1.19er. Yeah, it's there.
Seattle Center, SkyWest 3754, flight level 230.
The roof should
SkyWest 3754, Seattle Center, copy.
And platform is 6,000 at bunker. Okay. So we are expecting 16 right. Just 12,000 feet. I wish we could get 17. Or maybe even 3.5. It's... We'll see. I guess it's too soon yet to try to listen to 80s, so we'll just keep on flying for now.
Seattle Center, flare 2800, flight level 350.
Flare 2800, Seattle Center. Alaska 797, descend via Hood 5 arrival, Portland landing runway 28 right, altimeter 3022.
Descend via Hood 5 arrival, Portland landing runway 28 right, altimeter 3022, Alaska 797.
Alaska 797, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Center on 126.6, Alaska 797. Have a good day.
Alaska 904, you were assigned flight level tree 70. I show you at flight level tree 60. Climb, maintain flight level tree 70.
Roger, climb, maintain flight level tree 70, Alaska 904.
SkyWest 3754, contact Seattle Center 126.1.
Contact Seattle Center 126.1, SkyWest 3754.
SkyWest 4944, Tri-Cities Airport landing runway tree 0.
All right, Tri-Cities Airport landing runway tree 0, SkyWest 4944.
SkyWest 4944, contact Tri-Cities approach 122.905.
Contact Tri-Cities approach, SkyWest 4944.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, contact Salt Lake Center 128.05. Take care.
Center on 128.05, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Horizon Air 2283, cleared direct valley. Resumo navigation.
Cleared direct valley, resumo navigation, Horizon Air 2283.
Salt Lake Center, good morning, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, flight level 450.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, Salt Lake Center, copy. Delta 629, contact Seattle Center 132.6.
Center on 132.6, Delta 629.
Horizon Air 2283, Salt Lake Center, expect Zoomer 2, runway 3.
Expect Zoomer 2, runway 3, Horizon Air 2283.
Horizon Air 2283, contact Spokane approach 122.905.
Contact Spokane approach, Horizon Air 2283, take care.
November 33 for Alpha Mike, Salt Lake Center, expect Eats 1, runway 30.
Expect Eats 1, runway 30, November 33 for Alpha Mike.
Southwest 662, contact Salt Lake Center 132.25.
Contact Salt Lake Center 132.25, Southwest 662.
Salt Lake Center, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, experiencing a mild turbulence at flight level 450.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, say intensity.
Moderate, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November. Roger. Thanks for the pi rep.
Let's better slow down just a bit so we will not get over speed because of these turbulences.
November 33 for Alpha Mike. Contact Salt Lake Center 132.4.
Center on 132.4, November 334 Alpha Mike.
November for 161 Whiskey. Turn right, heading 190. Climb and maintain flight level 733.
Turn right, heading 190. Climb and maintain flight level 733. November for 161 Whiskey.
November for 161 Whiskey. Cleared direct valley. Resumo navigation.
Roger, heading direct valley, then resumo navigation November for 161 Whiskey. Thanks.
Salt Lake Center, SkyWest 3833, good afternoon, flight level 218.
SkyWest 3833, Salt Lake Center, radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 290.
Continue climb to flight level 290, SkyWest 3833.
Hotel Alpha Lima. Mike November. Contact Salt Lake Center, 118.05.
Center on 118.05, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. See you.
Salt Lake Center, hello, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, flight level 450.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Salt Lake Center, good afternoon.
Salt Lake Center, American 2405, flight level tree 20.
American 2405, Salt Lake Center, radar contact. Skywest 3958, contact Salt Lake Center 128.55.
Contact Salt Lake Center 128.55, Skywest 3958.
Skywest 3727, contact Salt Lake Center 128.55.
Contact Salt Lake Center 128.55, Skywest 3727. Have a good afternoon.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November, contact Salt Lake Center, 128.55. Have a good one.
Contact Salt Lake Center 128.55, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
Okay, but before we do that, let's just check if we can get 80s on 12475. In a way we can, but it's too far away, the signal is too weak. So, Salt Lake Center, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, flight level 450.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November, Salt Lake Center.
Since the turbulence is now calm, let's get back to speed of FMS. We can go further in. Indeed, 8.5 minutes to top of descent. We have already checked the arrival. For now.
SkyWest 3958, contact Salt Lake City approach 125.7.
Contact Salt Lake City approach, SkyWest 3958. Have a good one.
United 246, contact Salt Lake Center 135.775. Have a good one.
Contact Salt Lake Center 135.775, United 246.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Salt Lake Center, expect ski 6, runway 34 left. Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike, November, Salt Lake Center. Expect ski 6, runway 34 left.
Expecting ski 6 for runway 34 left. Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike, November. Good.
Salt Lake Center, SkyWest 3768, flight level 310. SkyWest 3768, Salt Lake Center, radar contact.
Okay, let's quickly check the new arrival.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, descend via ski 6 arrival. Salt Lake City, landing runway 3, 4 left, altimeter 2975.
Descend via ski 6 arrival, Salt Lake City, landing runway 34 left, altimeter 2975, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
SkyWest 3727, Salt Lake Center, expect Bear 5, runway 34 left.
Expect Bear 5, runway 34 left, SkyWest 3727.
Ski 6, then we can go to 11,000 by Europe.
SkyWest 3768, Salt Lake Center, expect Bear 5, runway 34 left. Expect Bear 5, runway 34 left, SkyWest 3768.
Okay, so BYIFW Bear skis Hooper Diane and then over 234 left. Also 1119er. Interesting. Okay, that's still set. 4429 is the minimum, so 429. Let's see.
Visibility 10. Okay. Ceiling 9,000 broken. 12000 overcast. Temperature 11. 2.09er. altimeter 2975, VFR conditions, landing and departing runways 34 right, 34 left, 35, advise on initial contact, you have information, Golf. Salt Lake City Airport information, Golf, 2111 Zulu, wind 340 at 6, visibility 10, ceiling 9000 broken, 12000 overcast, temperature 11, dew point 09er, altimeter 2975, VFR conditions, landing and departing runways 34 right, 34 left, 35, advise on initial contact, you have information, Golf.
Salt Lake Center, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, good afternoon, descending via Ski 6, flight level 384.
Cutter Flight 9er X-ray, contact Salt Lake Center, 125.575.
Center on 125.575, Cutter Flight 9er X-ray, have a good one.
So landing elevation is still 4220. That's
Southwest 1897. Contact Salt Lake Center 132.25.
Contact Salt Lake Center 132.25 Southwest 1897.
Land on 34 left. Let's do landing data with predicted weight. Load you all in.
Hotel Alpha, Lima Mike November, contact Salt Lake Center 118.05.
Contact Salt Lake Center 118.05, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Salt Lake Center, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, descending by the Ski 6, flight level 344.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Salt Lake Center, copy.
Good enough. Okay, so we need 2,900-ish from the almost 12,000, 122.111. 127 is good enough. Actually, let's just go back here. Alright, it's 339 at 6 knots. That should be almost directly ahead. That's nice.
Skywest 3833, contact Salt Lake Center 128.55, take care.
Contact Salt Lake Center 128.55, Skywest 3833.
November 377, Juliet Hotel, contact Salt Lake Center, 128.55.
Contact Salt Lake Center 128.55, November 377, Juliet Hotel.
Change back the BFT from traffic to map. We'll basically see the same but with terrain included, and at one point I'm going to change the MFD over to the charts.
Southwest 2685, contact Salt Lake Center 128.55.
Contact Salt Lake Center 128.55, Southwest 2685.
Salt Lake Center, SkyWest 4072, flight level 329er.
SkyWest 4072, Salt Lake Center. Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, contact Salt Lake Center, 135.775.
Contact Salt Lake Center 135.775, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. Have a good afternoon.
Salt Lake Center, hello, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, Ski 6 arrival, 16,000 feet.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, Salt Lake Center.
Are low enough, so let's turn the APU on. Although we are a bit more away from the landing, actual landing, but if we had any kind of engine issues, we can easily restart it with the APU running. And I also turned on engine anti-ice in case we get into these clouds, which we certainly will. At least it looks like we will. I think it's time for seat belts as well. Wow, this looks good. Quickly check if there's a hotel by now. 12475.
Sure 11. 2.09er. Altimeter 2975. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runways 34 right, 34 left, 35. Advise on initial contact, you have information, golf.
Okay, still golf.
Salt Lake.
That's all I needed to know. And for BeyondATC,
Salt Lake Center, Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, descending via Ski 6, 13,000 feet.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, contact Salt Lake City approach 125.7.
Contact Salt Lake City approach, Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November.
Salt Lake City approach, hello, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, information golf on board, descending Ski 6 arrival, 12,300 feet.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Salt Lake City approach, altimeter 2975, expect the visual approach runway 34 left.
Altimeter 2975, expect the visual approach runway 34 left, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
November 22, Quebec, Quebec. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field, November 22, Quebec, Quebec.
November 22, Quebec, Quebec. Cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Cleared visual approach tree 4 left, November 22, Quebec, Quebec.
Salt Lake City approach, American 1252. Good afternoon, 15,700 feet with information Golf. American 1252, Salt Lake City approach, altimeter 2975. Expect the visual approach runway 3 for right. Altimeter 2975, expect the visual approach runway 3 for right, American 1252.
Nice to see the runway. Oh, it was too close to be seen easily. Yeah, it's definitely one. Salt Lake approach, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November has the runway in sight.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, confirm new approach, ILS runway 3 for left.
Affirmative. It's not what I said, but I would like to have ILS 3 for left.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Salt Lake City approach. Good afternoon, altimeter 2975, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 3 for left.
Altimeter 2975, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 34 left, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
November 22, Quebec, Quebec, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Contact Tower 132.65, November 22, Quebec, Quebec.
It's heading.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Vectors for the approach.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
Okay, and also flight plan, procedures, vectors to final. Let's move you to approach.
Salt Lake City approach, SkyWest 3727, flight level 1908, we have Golf.
American 1252, leave Jazz's heading 350. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 3 for right. Leave Jazz heading 350, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 3 for right, American 1252. SkyWest 3727, Salt Lake City approach. Altimeter 2975, expect the visual approach runway 3 for left.
Altimeter 2975, expect the visual approach, runway 3 for left, SkyWest 3727.
Okay, lights on.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, turn left heading 140.
Turn left, heading 140, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, turn left, heading 095, descend maintain 7,000.
Turn left, heading 095, descend maintain 7,000, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike, November.
American 1252, turn right, heading 350, intercept the 34 right localizer. Descend and maintain 6,700 feet. Altimeter 2975, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 350, intercept the 34 right localizer, descend and maintain 6,700 feet, altimeter 2975, American 1252.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November for miles from Dunalt. Turn left, heading 010, maintain 6,100 until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 34 left.
Turn left, heading 010, 6,100 until established. Cleared ILS runway 34 left. Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Salt Lake City approach, SkyWest 3768, flight level 202 with information Golf.
SkyWest 3768, Salt Lake City approach. Altimeter 2975, expect the visual approach, runway 3 for left.
Altimeter 2975, expect the visual approach, runway 34 left, SkyWest 3768.
Let's quickly go over the checklist. So landing that was calculated, wind speeds are displayed, altimeters 2975, both instruments, exterior lights are on, landing distance was calculated, ice protection, I don't think it's needed anymore, fuel level is low but we can live with that. Minimums is set for 429 and flaps 2 is set, gears are down. Okay. We have 700 pounds of fuel left and we're burning 2,500, so we have good 20 minutes. Interestingly, we ended up with a lot less fuel than expected. Okay, I will move this map now to the info. We are going to land on 34 left.
SkyWest 3727, leave Diane heading 170, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 3 for left.
Leave Diane heading 170, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 34 left, SkyWest 3727.
Okay, and I expect to be able to leave the runway at Alpha 6. However, we usually get instruction to leave at the very end of the runway, but I do hope not to do that. Free for left is free for 4, so heading is set. We are yet to catch the glide slope, but for the missed
Hotel
approach,
Alpha Lima Mike November, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Contact Tower 132.65, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Salt Lake City Tower, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, ILS free for left.
Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, Salt Lake City Tower, continue.
Roger, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
November 2, Quebec, Quebec, monitor ground 12, tree point 775, see you.
Ground 12 tree, point 775, November 22, Quebec, Quebec.
Okay, so missed approach will be 4,800 and then left turn to 8,100. I will set 8,100. Salt Lake City Tower, Citation Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November fully established.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, affirmative. Hotel Alpha Lima, Mike November, wind tree 40 at 6, runway tree 4 left cleared to land.
Runway 34 left cleared to land. Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Okay. Let's go autopilot off. So gears down, 3 green, flaps full. We have clearance and we are way off the center line. Will not use reversers.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, exit right at Alpha 7.
Exit right at Alpha 7, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
Okay, that we can do. It's the second one. This one would be Alpha 6. This will be Alpha 7.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, contact ground 123.775.
Ground 123.775, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November. Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, request taxi to company ramp.
Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November, ramp 86 taxi via Alpha, Bravo.
Ramp 86 via Alpha, Bravo, Hotel Alpha Lima Mike November.
SkyWest 3693, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved, face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved, face southwest, SkyWest 3693.
November 611 Bravo, contact Salt Lake City Tower 119.05.
Over to Tower 119.05, November 611 Bravo.
Okay, landing light is off.
American 1252, ramp 74 taxi via Hotel Niner, Hotel Echo.
Ramp 74 via Hotel Niner, Hotel Echo, American 1252.
Are you just coming right at us? No, that's the rear. Okay.
Delta 756, ramp Niner tree, request pushback.
Delta 756, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved, face northwest.
Pushback approved, face northwest, Delta 756.
Sky West 3693, request taxi to the active.
Sky West 3693, runway 34 left taxi via Charlie, Bravo Alpha 2 Bravo Alpha 1.
Alright, we'll taxi to runway 3 for left via Charlie, Bravo Alpha 2 Bravo Alpha 1, Sky West 3693.
If you're wondering, I'm checking where exactly BeyondATC wants us.
Delta 826, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Contact Tower 132.65, Delta 826, have a good one.
Really? Here?
Delta 756, taxi for departure.
Delta 756, runway 34 left taxi via Charlie, Bravo Alpha 2 Bravo Alpha 1.
Runway 34 left taxi via Charlie, Bravo Alpha 2 Bravo Alpha 1, Delta 756.
Sky West 108 at gate Delta 8, request pushback and engine start. Sky West 108, Salt Lake City ground. Hold position for traffic. I'll call you back. Hold position, Sky West 108. Delta 756, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic, Delta 756.
Sky West 108, Salt Lake City ground. Pushback approved. Face northwest. Pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest, Sky West 108.
Delta 1550 at ramp 133. Request pushback.
Emergency lights.
Delta 756, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 756.
Standby power can go off.
Delta 1550, Salt Lake City ground. Hold position for traffic.
Hold position, Delta 1550.
Sky West 3693, contact Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
Over to Tower 132.65, Sky West 3693, have a good one.
And then
November 17, Romeo Bravo, ramp Foxtrot.
November 17, Romeo Bravo, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved. Face east.
The radios would work.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east, November 17, Romeo Bravo.
So, oh, but that made the traffic away. Well, okay. So, welcome to Salt Lake City. I hope you enjoyed the flight. It wasn't the smoothest landing. I was not really sure why we were drifting sideways, because there was very little crosswind, so I have no idea why that happened. But still, landing wasn't that much terrifying. I have done a lot worse before. Of course, I have done better than that as well. But I hope it was still worth watching. I thank you for joining me on this flight, and I hope to see you on our next flight. Until then, goodbye.